What if I told you there's a specific, time-sensitive opportunity in Colorado Springs that could save senior homeowners thousands of dollars on their property taxes? And most people don't even know about it until it's too late? If you are a Colorado homeowner age 65 or older, there is a July 15th deadline you do not want to ignore. This is about the Colorado Senior Property Tax Exemption, and for some homeowners, it can mean real savings on property taxes. But here is the part most people miss. This deadline also connects directly to downsizing decisions. If you are thinking about selling the home you have owned for years, moving closer to family, or buying something easier to maintain, you need to understand this before you make a move. The Senior Property Tax Exemption is a Colorado program that can reduce the taxable value of a qualifying senior's primary residence. In simple terms, for those who qualify, part of the home's value may be exempt from property taxes. Now, this doesn't mean that your full property tax bill gets cut in half. That is one of the biggest misunderstandings. The exemption applies to a portion of the home's value, not the entire bill. Still, for many senior homeowners, especially those on a fixed income, every little bit helps. Property taxes, insurance, utilities, maintenance, repairs, and HOA fees can all add up. Sometimes the house itself is not the problem. The cost of keeping it is. So here are the basic qualifications. You generally need to be at least 65 years old as of January 1st of the year that you apply. You usually need to have owned the home for at least 10 consecutive years before January 1st of the year that you apply. And you usually need to have lived in the home as your primary residence for at least 10 consecutive years before January 1st of the year that you apply. So if you've owned and lived in your Colorado Springs area home for a long time, this is worth checking into. And if you've already applied in the past and were approved, you usually do not need to reapply, as long as your ownership and occupancy have not changed. The deadline to apply is July 15th. That means this is not one of those "I'll get around to it later" forms. If you miss the deadline, there may be a late application option in some situations, but the safest move is simple. Get it handled by July 15th. If by chance you're helping a parent, make sure to see the confirmation, the paperwork, or help them in contacting the assessor's office. This is one of those small administrative things that can quietly cost people money if no one is paying attention. Now let's talk about downsizing, because this is where the conversation gets more important. A lot of homeowners stay in a house longer than they really want to because they are afraid of making a financial mistake. They wonder, will my property taxes go up if I move? Will I lose my exemption? Can I afford something smaller? Should I sell first or buy first? What do I do with 30 years of stuff? And what if my adult kids all have opinions, but no one has an actual plan? That last one is very common. Family meetings can turn into a small town council meeting real fast. Here's the truth. Downsizing is not just a real estate decision. It is a tax decision, a lifestyle decision, a family decision, and a timing decision. You'll need a strategic plan. If you are thinking, I need to look into this, but I do not even know where to start, that is exactly what I help with. I help Colorado Springs area homeowners look at the full picture before they make a move, including taxes, timing, and repairs. Message me the word plan, and I will help you figure out what your next smart step should be. Now, here's the part many homeowners do not know. Colorado has created options that may help certain seniors who moved. This can matter a lot for downsizers, because a fear that older homeowners may have is giving up a benefit they can't get back. That fear can freeze people. And sometimes that fear is based on outdated or incomplete information. So before you decide not to move, ask the county assessor about the Senior Property Tax Exemption options that may apply. The biggest downsizing mistake I see is starting with the house instead of starting with the plan. People say, we should probably sell, but they don't know where they are going or what their home is realistically worth. They don't know what repairs matter and what repairs are a waste of money, or how much they'll actually walk away with. The house is only one part of the decision. Before you list, you need to know your numbers, your timeline, and your risks. A lot of people ask, what will it cost me to move? But I also want you to think about, what is it costing me to stay? Is the house too big? Are there stairs that are becoming a problem? Are repairs piling up? Is the yard more work than joy? Are you heating, cooling, cleaning, insuring, and maintaining space you no longer use? Is it holding you in a chapter that already ended? That does not mean everyone should sell. Sometimes the right move is to stay, apply for the exemption, and create a maintenance plan. Sometimes the right move is to wait 6 months, but use that time wisely instead of avoiding the decision. Here's a simple July 15th checklist. Number 1, confirm whether you or your parent already has the Senior Property Tax Exemption. Number 2, if you haven't applied and qualify, contact your county assessor and get the correct application submitted by July 15th. Number 3, if you've moved or you're thinking about moving, ask specifically whether any senior property tax benefit may apply. Number 4, before you sell, get a current home value and a realistic net sheet from me or your favorite agent, not as estimate. Number 5, create a downsizing plan before you touch the garage. Start with the plan, then the paperwork, and then the sorting. Now here's the bottom line. If you're a Colorado senior homeowner, July 15th and your tax exemption matters. Get the facts, look at the numbers, understand your options. Then make the move that actually supports your next chapter in life. I'm Juanita Simkins, and I help Colorado Springs area homeowners sell smart, protect their equity, and move with a plan. If you want help figuring out whether staying, selling, or downsizing makes sense, message me the word PLAN. And please, share this video with a senior homeowner or an adult child helping a parent before July 15th. It's easy to miss and annoying to fix later. Thinking about downsizing? Start with a plan at JuanitaSimkinsHomes.com. Subscribe for more Colorado Springs homeowner tips.